But I mean, yeah, I started getting into it. And this was like right about the time, like Rock Band and everything was getting big.
Yeah,
and that was always a good time. You sit around, get all fucked up.
There's a way to be social too. Rock Band was a good way to be social, especially when you had friends over or stuff like that.
Right, exactly. I mean,
it gives you
Guitar
something
Hero
to
started that shit.
Right.
Realistically. I mean, shit, they made a fucking South Park episode about Guitar Hero, so...
Yeah.
Enough said.
I never found Guitar Hero to be as nearly as fun as Rock Band was, because there was different instruments that you could play together.
On top of that, I never liked playing the guitar.
I wasn't super big fan of playing the guitar on those games either.
Yeah.
I would I would sing badly, and I would play the drums badly.
Who's the best Rock Band drummer you ever seen?
I mean, in person, probably you. I mean,
I don't know how that would.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Technology. And technology that we never thought we would use.
Right.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Obviously, this will be a staple for me, probably moving forward. But when I first heard about crypto and cryptocurrency, I was like, I don't know about that. Sounds like a scam.
Yeah, obviously, I'm the same way about that.
Now, okay, I will go ahead and say, I think the first time I heard about Bitcoin was probably like 2016, 2017. So right about like 5 years ago. And I'm going to be honest, I never expected the global... I mean, this is obviously my personal opinion. I never expected the global economies and fiat currency to get degraded to the point where they're claiming 8% inflation. But I mean, realistically, let's be honest, it's about 25%. Yeah, and what do you do to combat that? You get rid of your fiat currency.
So what I thought with Bitcoin, I thought it was going to become like a pirate currency in general, and I thought anybody that was using it or collecting it was at some point going to be have it either stripped away and the creators be arrested. That's honestly what I thought.
So you basically thought it was going to be a scam.
A scam? No, I think a way to subvert taxes. And taxes and basic government control, which in some form or another is. I thought it was going to become an illegal currency, and I thought it was going to be taken away from people, and I thought people were going to be put in jail for creating it. That is what I thought was going to happen.
Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of a similar camp to where I was at. I was like, there's no way this shit's real. You know, it's what I told myself. And then you watch obviously the pandemic and everything happens, and people can't do anything. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna make money?
Right.
I mean, are you gonna collect your stimulus check, which obviously wasn't that much?
To be fair, if they did not have any stimulus check whatsoever, I believe society would have broken down almost completely. Because you're not allowing people to work.
No. I wouldn't say they would have broken down. They would have relaxed the restrictions as far as working a lot sooner.
I believe there would have been far more crime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and that is basically the kind of way that and then when people get more comfortable committing crimes, they just continue to commit crimes. Further breaking down society.
Smart criminals. There you go. You heard it here first.
I didn't say they were smart.
Seemed like what you were alluding to.
No. I mean, obviously, some of them are going to be smart and some of them are going to be stupid. They're just a breakdown of society, just like everything else.
Fair enough. All right, the final one I have before we move on to our final topic, which you actually said you might have some insight into, would be airplanes. When I was between the age of probably like 10, and I'll even go up to the age of like 22, 23. It's like, I'm never getting on a fucking airplane. Ain't no way. There's no way that thing can fucking safely transport you from one area to another. Yeah, I mean, obviously, young mind, not attuned to, how the world actually works and everything, so on and so forth, whatnot. I'm like, something's bad gonna happen. No. I'm telling you, right here, right now, I will not drive more than 2 hours to get somewhere. See, I will spend 4 hours in the airport before I drive 2 hours.
I never thought that because, well, generally speaking, I was 6 months old the first time I took my first flight because my family moved from Fort Hood, Texas to Germany.
The first flight I took was when I was 5, I think. I believe 5.
Right. Where do you go?
We went to Orlando, Florida. Our dad took us to me and my brother to Universal and Disney, and we stayed in this awesome banging ass hotel that had Double Dragon down in the fucking arcade room.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Oh my god.
My first Double Dragon was playing on a Nintendo. The original.
Yeah, no. This was like an arcade. This was before Nintendo. This was like 1985, probably.
I got you.
I want to say 1986, maybe. Don't.
You're probably around that because if you're saying you were 5.
Like I'm 40-something years old, man. I remember bits and pieces.
Right.
But yeah, I never thought, that oddly enough on that flight there was because it was right about the beginning of January that we went down there. Now we had a connecting flight in Atlanta,
right,
and we had to stay in Atlanta overnight because there was a fucking snowstorm or something.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. We just like laid out and slept in our bags, just like fucking camping in the fucking airport.
So prior to being 5 years old, you thought that you would never be able to get on a plane, or is that?
No. This happened later. And it wasn't even because of that experience. That was the first time I flew. And I didn't, get on a plane again until I want to say I was like 24 or 25 maybe.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, either way, that's kind of unrelated. The fact is that I started looking at the actual plane. And I started to realize, I was like, how in the fuck does this thing stay in the air?
Right.
I'm like,
because you didn't understand it.
There's no way. I'm like, There's just no way. I mean, you would make a paper airplane, right, and throw it, and it would just go, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, this can't be good.
Right. You never put a jet engine on a paper airplane, did you?
That's true. I wish I had that sort of technology back then. Jesus, if I was 10 and had the fucking capabilities of adding a jet engine to a paper airplane, sky's the limit. We'd probably be at Mars now.